seen a number of different type of quarterbacks. How unique is Richardson, what he can do, especially at his size?
Big guy. Obviously, you can't really fully understand until you see him in person, but I've heard he's a big guy and he looks big on film. And it's one of those things that when you're around him, you have to tackle the ball, especially with the player safety initiative, all that stuff. But he is going to be a tough guy to get down when you get to him. I think there's only 4 sacks so far in the season for them. But we know and we understand that first and foremost is stopping the run and how much they like to run the ball. And they ran the ball on us a lot last year in December, so and that was without JT as well.
Is there anything you can take away from that matchup last December to apply to this week?
A little bit. I mean, it's still the same play caller and stuff, so you definitely can get some of that stuff, but it's also 2 totally different teams in different situations than we were a year ago. But it seems like even globally, people are just trying to run the ball more, especially on offense, and you just have to figure out what their favorite runs are of the week and try to stop them to the best of our ability and hopefully get some points on the board and we can pin our ears back.
TJ, how do you prepare for Jonathan Taylor? Because he's such a patient runner, but then can be really explosive through the whole.
We just have to get hats to the ball. We have to, like, it's just everything we talk about each and every week is not playing superhero ball, guys doing their jobs, not swimming backside of gaps because he is a slasher. He can lower his shoulder. He can be patient and juke outside when things look bottled up. The Green Bay game, it looked like it was bottled up in the backfield, and he squirts out for 10 yards down the sideline. So it's going to take getting everybody to the ball, and then hopefully the second guy coming in can come in with bad intentions with trying to get after the football.
Justin Fields went on Cam's podcast and talked about your pregame speech in Atlanta. Are they always that fiery, or were you just really jacked up?
Well, they're always pretty fiery. I mean, it just – you guys know how much I love this game and what it means to me, and you just kind of use the week to prepare, and then on Sunday you kind of just let it all out and have a lot of fun.
Is that something you've done more over the course of your career, or have you been doing this for a while?
I wasn't giving speeches as a rookie, if that's what you're asking. But, no, I've been doing it for the last, 5 or 6 years.
You always throw your helmet, or is that
it's week to week. Yeah, it depends on what's going on at the time.
TJ, what stuck out to you about DeMarvin not only this season but this week? Do you feel like kind of questions that you've been asking? Do you look at him as someone that's ready to play, get a lot of snaps at that position?
Yeah, I mean, it's not his first go around. He's gotten live in-game reps at both end and at outside linebacker, so we're comfortable with that. He asks good questions. He has shown a lot of versatility in his pass rush moves, and obviously he can stop the run. He's a big guy. And he's not just powerful like he looks. He has a lot of finesse to him, as you guys have seen. But he's come a long way, and I'm really excited for him to get some playing time.
Anything else?
When you go back to Indy, TJ, did combine memories come back at all when you touch down in that city and go to Lucas Oil? Or is there anything that...
Not really. I mean, we go to St. Elmo's. That's always exciting.
Did you get to do that when you were at the combine?
No, I don't think...
An NFL mission?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It was just a tiring experience. The combine was a ridiculously tiring experience.
I guess you did say last week they told you you'd have some sort of role, but this is the first week you've been prepped going into it, knowing you're going to be in an NFL in a significant role in a game, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, last week I knew I was going to get in the game, and I prepare every week like I'm going to play. That's the only way you can do it, so you're ready for the moment when opportunity arises.
What did you really learn from that first experience? What's the value of having that kind of under your belt now?
I think it's just good to get those initial nerves, just because there's a little bit of unknown never being in a football game or an NFL football game, and then it's your first time. And so to be able to get that out of the way gives me all the more confidence in the world. And I believe in myself. I trust my coaches. I'm ready to roll.
Is it as simple as saying, like, okay, I belong in this league. Like, I can play at this level?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get some experience and you do a good job, obviously your confidence goes up and it allows you to keep rising to the challenge.
Okay, so what's the excited, nervous, what's the emotions going into today?
I'm super excited. Any time you get an opportunity to play this game, it's a fun one. I look forward to the challenge, and whatever happens, happens.
What's some stuff you've learned since the season started, these first 3 games, training camp, and you put that into a couple things that you could say, I really didn't know that before.
I mean, I've learned so much, it's kind of hard to narrow it down. I would say just being patient in terms of, the game of football, you're going to get beat. And so you just got to keep being willing to grow and learn and not be afraid to make mistakes, because once you make those mistakes, it's a good opportunity for yourself to learn and move forward from it.
Mason, are you enjoying this physical style that this team plays?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's the way we played football at South Dakota State. And so I look forward to running the football. I feel like that's the way every O-lineman should be.
During camp, you repped a lot next to Frazier. Did you have much with Dan, or is there much to that, the cohesion and everything with kind of, you know?
Yeah, we rotated our line quite a bit just because you want to build that chemistry with everybody in the room. You never know any given Sunday who's going to be in there. And so just to be able to have that chemistry with everybody in the room allows us to perform.
It seemed like you, even all throughout camp, left guard was where you were most often at. I mean, you came with a reputation, you know, or I'm sure you could. Was there a reason for that from your end or from their end, or is the left more comfortable for you? Or?
I don't know. I would say I probably got the most reps at left guard, but I still got a bunch of reps at center and right guard as well. And so I'm just ready for whatever they throw at me.
Mason, this start that you guys have gotten off to, bringing up the first 3 games, what does that do for the team? Just kind of
Yeah, I mean, this is my first year in the league, but I feel like guys are feeling pretty good and excited and eager to keep it going. You know, you can't get comfortable in this league. You learn that pretty quick. Everybody's really good, and you got to bring it every day.
You got people coming in for the game?
Yeah, a couple of my friends from South Dakota State, they're on a bye, they'll be in, and then my family tries to make it to most games. So.
What's it been like for you so far here? You know.
I've loved it. I've grown a ton. Just being from South Dakota State, they prepared me for a lot, but also I had a lot to learn. And I've learned a ton. I've grown a ton, and I'm eager to keep growing and learning.
Do you think you're where you need to be right now, heading into this game?
I'm confident in who I am. I've worked really hard to put myself into this position, and so I'm going to go out there and do what I do and play as hard as I can, and the rest will sort itself out.
How much have you bonded with Zach? You guys in the same draft class and coming in the league at the same time, and presumably, if things, could be playing together for many years now. Is there anything to that? You guys?
Yeah, actually, me and Zach trained together pre-draft as well. So me and Zach have been together for what feels like a whole year now, and so it's been awesome. Zach's an extremely hard worker, and it's something I feel like we feed off each other and compete, and so I think that's beneficial. I know it's very beneficial for me. So.
Cordarrelle, there haven't been very many kick return opportunities, and you've been a lot more maybe involved in the offense that it seemed like it potentially could be when you were signed here. Just what's kind of your takeaway for how you've been used for the first 3 weeks of the season?
I enjoy it. I mean, I just do whatever my numbers call, and goes for kickoff. I can't control that. If I was a kicker, I wouldn't kick it to me either. So, if they want to kick it to me, man, and kick it to one of the best in the league, man, go ahead. So, we got a good plan. We've been working on it since OTAs and just trying to figure out, how to get the ball in my hands at kickoff return. But if not, we just try to work on offense, do a little more there.
CB, what's allowed you to be so versatile in your career?
Honestly, man, just I don't know. Honestly, it's just a guy that's willing to do anything that's on the football field. Now, I don't set myself short for anything, man. I feel like I can play any position on the football field, and when my number's called, I just go out there and make a play. And no matter where it's at, man, it's on kickoff, punt, defense, quarterback, whatever I need to do, man. And that's why. That's why Sundays before the game I be throwing with the fans, trying to show the coaches I can really throw it. So whenever they want to call my number, I'm ready.
Is it a sense of pride for you to be able to play all these different positions?
Of course, man. Like I said, I don't set myself short for anything, man. And the more you can do, man, the more you can stay around in this league, man. And I'm thankful, God gave me this opportunity, to be able and willing to, just play in the position.
Is there one position you like better?
There's no position. I just want the ball in my hands, I just try to make things happen when I get the ball in my hands. So whenever I can get the ball, no matter if I'm at running back, receiver, kick return, it really doesn't matter.
CB, not a lot of skill position guys play 10-plus years in this league. What has allowed you to sort of still play at a high level?
Willingness, man. You got to be different, man. It's no secret to this thing, man. And I just got to go out there and enjoy it. I have fun at this thing, man. I'm always smiling and laughing. you know, and just enjoying every moment because it don't last forever, as you know. But I just go out and just have fun.
Has it been sort of a whisper, offensive whisper, because you know Art's system pretty well? Have you sort of been like the tutor for the rest of the guys there?
I mean, if guys need my help, man, I'm gonna lay it down to them. Pause, but sorry. I mean, they need my help, man. I'm gonna figure out a way to help those guys, man. That was crazy what I just said, but whatever they need my help, I'm just trying to give it the best I can.
When you mentioned how much fun you have playing the game, do you feel like you've had more fun the older that you've gotten in your career, the longer that you've been in it?
I've been having fun my whole career, man. I've been doing this since I was 6 years old, and ever since I picked up that football, and just running around in the backyard with my family, man, it's been fun. So I'm not gonna stop ever having fun. I would never stop laughing, and no matter what goes on, man. It's a game, man. It's a fun game, for me at that. So can't really take it too serious, man. You just gotta enjoy it at the end of the day because it's a kid's game, and I still treat it like it's, I'm still young and just playing at a young age.
Do you feel like that vibe's maybe contagious, that the rest of the team has kind of picked up on that fun vibe and, just kind of taking it like that?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope I can touch one teammate. It can't be too serious, man. Like I just said, I'm always have fun, and if you see me not having fun, something wrong, man. I tell my teammates all the time, if you see me not having fun and smiling, please come slap me. One of my teammates always say, I can't wait. But I'm always have fun, man. It's a fun league, like I said, man, and I just enjoy it.
Justin and Najee were talking about yesterday and how valuable you are to this offense, but the one thing they said that stood out was no one wants to tackle you. Can you feel that out there, especially maybe late in games?
Would you try to tackle me?
No.
I don't know, man. Like I said, man, it's fun, man. I'm a big guy, man. Most guys don't want to tackle in this league, man. They're going to try to hit you in your ankles and all that stuff. So just try to be prepared for that. But, I wouldn't want to tackle me if I see me coming full speed.
The way you guys were able to finish off the game, does that just give you any confidence kind of moving forward, just being able to kind of finish the game the way you did last week?
Hopefully we can, and start like we finished this last game. We always tend to start slow and always just pick up. So, defense always bailing us out, and helping us every chance they get. So we just try to come out and just try to play fast, man. And I know we don't want to, trust me, we don't want to start slow, but, stuff happens in this league. But hopefully we can get it going.
Do your week-to-week practices change? Like in terms of last week, the game plan, you'll need a wide receiver because of the roster. This week it looks like running back. Did your week change? Is that something over the past decade of your career? It's been week to week, this room, that room, or this, where you caucus during practice?
I just think Arthur felt pressure. I was gonna text him out of the game if he didn't give me the ball. So I think he felt that, so he got me a couple plays in. But honestly, man, like I say, man, whenever my number's called, I'm ready. No matter where it's at on the field, I had to go play wide receiver, running back, that's whatever, man. I'm just excited to be here.
Cordarrelle, you said willingness was the difference. What was one of the reasons you've been able to play so long? Do you think that makes you unusual? Some guys hey man, I'm a receiver. Hey, I do this. Hey, I do that, and you don't seem to be caught up in that.
See, a lot of guys got too much pride in this NFL, man. Some guys don't want to play special teams. Like a couple of weeks ago, man, I went out and played gunner. I want to play ball. There's something I've been doing my whole life, and I can't get enough of it. I want to play. So whenever coach needs me, I'm going to go out there.